What's up, team?
Yo.
Welcome back. Today we have a very exciting, slightly daunting day ahead of us. We've been invited down by our supplement sponsors, X Endurance, to be taught how to row by some of the best rowers in the world.
The world?
The world. I'd go out
UK,
there.
let's go UK.
Or Cambridge.
Because
that's where we are today.
We're in the Cambrige Rowing Club. It's called the Goldie Rowing Club.
What are we doing here?
But yeah, we're so far out of our depth. But it's going to be good because Dara, one of the head coaches, is actually going to teach us. Well, it's going to basically take our rowing technique, pick it up, lob it in the river.
Have you heard what they're doing today? 30-minute intervals on the rower.
30-minute intervals.
That's longer than my workouts.
So basically, you're going to see us in a lot of pain.
Yeah. Okay, let's do this.
Let's go home. Dara, first of all, I need to compliment you on your phenomenal mow.
Thank you. Yes, it's November, so.
So you're doing considerably better than this guy.
No, it's no. To be fair, this was a beard, and then I eliminated the rest of it. So
I like the fact that I didn't hear this conversation. I walked over and you went considerably better than this guy, and I knew straight away what you meant.
So I'm president of the CUBC, the Cambridge University Boat Club. I will today be helping you guys with the rowing machine, so the ergometer. We'll go through some technical bits, and then you guys will have a crack at what we normally do, just a little taste of it. We're doing some long and low erging, just working on some heart rates and stuff, and then once that's done, we'll have a little bit of fun, and we'll take a crack at some high pressure, just all-out blaster. So
I like the fact that how tall Dara is. That anyone who can't see it, Leon's holding the camera like up here.
So like the first thing you want to do is just pop your shoes into here, like under the straps. You can adjust the height. If you've got smaller feet, you can move it up. But you really want to make sure that like your feet are on the solid bit here. So that's like kind of all the leverage you can get. So you don't want anything up here.
Yeah.
You want everything that's just kind of pushing right, on this like solid bit here. Because this is basically everything you're pushing off is connected to, the rest of the machine. The basics are all pretty much there. So what I'd say a good way to just kind of break the stroke down a little bit is if you start at the back, at the finish.
Yeah.
So what's really helpful is just doing each stroke bit by bit. So when you're learning how to row, what they teach you is the legs, back, and arms, and then the reverse arms, back, and legs. So a really nice drill is just practicing sitting back, nice and upright. You want your knees flat all the way like that, leaning back a little bit past perpendicular, and just working on the arms. And what you want to think about throughout each part of the stroke is feeling like you're pulling this lever so that your feet are always pressing against the foot plate. Does that make sense?
Never thought of that before. So Leon, normally when I row, if I'm rowing, my top of my feet are like hanging on the straps, but you like, a bit like when you deadlift and you snatch, you push the world away. When you row, you pull your heels like literally into the base plate.
You don't want to bend from the back. Keep that back nice and straight as much as you can, and you rock over from the hips. So you'll feel it in your hamstrings.
Yeah.
You'll feel it. Yeah. So it's just drawing back, arms, back, arms, back. And again, same thing about the foot plate. So keeping all that press on the foot plate. So kind of the back opens and then the draw in. There you go.
Every time I do it at the moment, instead of coming here, as soon as I come up here, I'm thinking already about unlocking the knees.
Yeah.
Rather than going.
So So really think about, you want to rock over the knees, because here you're in a good position.
Yeah.
If I take the stroke anywhere here, I'm in a really solid position. If I'm like you want to be in like If you're gonna rip this off the handle, you want to be in like a really explosive position. So that's basically what you're setting yourself up for as you go forward.
Yeah.
So that's why you really want to sequence it, that you're in position, in position, in position. I can like, you know, so now if I really want to step on it,
Yeah.
I could, because of the position I put myself in.
Right, so warm up done. Basic technique drill done. Now, around 15 minutes into the day,
Yeah, so like, I mean, this is just
we've got to row for the next 30 minutes.
like, this is really light, this is really heavy, like water.
This is gonna suck.
It's hard, my bum is sore. It was good, like, I know it's a really simple thing to say, but thinking about pushing the heels up, it stops the straps coming undone, because normally I'll pull, I'll lean far back, but loads of momentum leaning back, toes come up and your straps come loose and you start to get all that play. If you think about keeping your feet flat all the way through and just driving yourself down into the pad, it stops them coming loose and you get so much more power. That was a takeaway point for me.
How far did you get?
6:9:30.
Nice. I did 7:180. Dara, do you know how far you went? Like a little over 8,000. Wow. So about 1,000 off the mark.
So literally jumping straight back in. After the 30-minute row, me and JC have now got to do a 500-meter sprint row. Yeah, we were just talking to Dara, you guys can see, we were told on that we were trying to get 19 strokes a minute for that 30-minute workout. At the end, our average was both 19, so I'm really happy with that, because you know what it's like, you go and try and do something new,
Yeah,
you come in, you
yeah.
try and give it a little bit more than you should, and you burn yourself out, so that was cool to do that. We're now going to do the 500 meter. Dara was just saying to try and
Stay technical.
stick one of those technical points, yeah, that we did before.
Attention. Go. Yeah, guys, that's it. Open the right. Go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, almost there, almost there. 5 more strokes. Hold it to the line. Nice work. Nice job. That's not easy, sit there for 30 minutes. That's not easy. That's good, nice work.
I'll take that. That was me. JC hit me by just under 2 seconds. It feels good not to come second to Leon for once. Good housekeeping, Leon. So one of the things we toy a lot with in CrossFit when we're rowing is a damper setting in, which is the 1 to 10 on the right hand side. Gives you how much resistance you pull against. So what we did here was between a 4 and 5. CrossFit, it tends to be between a 6 and a 7 for most people. We've shown you before how to set up a drag factor, but I'm sure I can do that again if you want to. Whew. Let me just get my air after those 500 meter sprints. We had it as set in between 4 and 5 because apparently that's the closest resemblance to rowing in water. And what you'll find here is a lot of the stuff that's done here is in resemblance to being in water. When we're doing it in CrossFit, we're doing it for speed and time. The guys here obviously working those parameters, but everything they do, some things are slightly adjusted to be more beneficial when transferred over into water.
Yeah, this is the rowing tank.
Those seats don't look as comfortable as the ones we just got off.
Yeah, I mean, so it's what's really nice about this. It's like a rowing simulation. It's one of the closest things we can get to practicing the rowing strokes. So the rowing machine is helpful physiologically, and then also some technical aspects to it as well. But
this gives you
it's on.
feedback.
You don't. Yeah, it doesn't give you any water feedback. Everything that we talked about on the erg. So like the separation, kind of going arms, body, and legs. It's the same thing. So when you go out to full slide, it looks something a little bit like this.
we were just about to leave, and Leon can't leave without having to go on one of these fancy rower machines where the seat moves as well as the actual turbine, wheel, whatever you want to call it.
So when I hit that, so yeah, here we go. And yeah, you can see kind of your power curve. That's like amazing. That's mega. It's like you just kind of put the ribbon on that. Like again, like rowing machine can be a bit tedious sometimes.
But it's these things you pick up. I know I said it a few times on here, but obviously you think that you're pushing with your legs when you're rowing, but until you get that little cue of literally keep your heels down and push the... I didn't have to tighten my straps once, opposed to doing them like every couple of hundred meters.
Yeah, that's the key. I mean, it is really just about kind of your leg press and your hips, strength, and everything else is just kind of there to, like, you know, this is the strongest bit of your stroke. Everything else is just like a formality almost. So
Dara,
yes,
it's the first time we've met you.
Okay.
You made us do 30 minutes on the rower.
Yeah.
You made us nearly die doing a 500-meter row pace. I would like to say it's been a pleasure.
No, it's been great. Yeah, it's really fun. You guys have been great.
Thank you for all your tips.
Yeah, no worries. This is
good luck next year with the competition.
Thank you very much.
Race.
Yeah, no.
We're cheering you on.
Yeah, go light blue.
JC?
Yeah.
How did you find it, man?
I loved it. Like I said, it's I think some of the best cues you ever get when you're working out are the simple ones. I thought Leon would have smashed me on the 500-meter sprint, even though he thought that I'd win. And it's nice, I'm not going to pretend that it's not, to actually beat Leon at something for once, so I'll take that.
There you go.
So,
we have to say a massive thank you once again to Dara. Thank you for having us. Thank you to the Goldie Club for having us down here and letting us get involved and sweat on their machines. They were just gents and cheering us on in the 500. Also, massive thank you for X Endurance for making this happen. We're going to go. If you've got any other questions and comments about rowing, put them down below and we'll do our best to answer them. Keep being awesome. We'll see you soon.